Alright, pardon this interruption. I've just sighted a helium balloon. Yes! This guy has some drawings from a child on it. I hope this bad boy has some helium left in it, because we are about to inhale that.
Does my voice sound weird?
Yeah, it did!
Well, it's an absolutely dreary day outside, 0% chance of flying, but I thought I'd take this opportunity to work on a little project I want to try out. So, in the history of this channel, every single head point of view shot you have seen has been shot on this GoPro Hero 4 Black. So the way the setup works is the Sena headset captures an audio signal from the microphone, sends it via Bluetooth to the backpack attached to the GoPro. That gets recorded directly onto the GoPro in HD. Now the setup has worked really well, but the only issue is it's only compatible with the GoPro Hero 3 and 4. Now GoPro recently dropped the Hero 7 and I was really impressed with a lot of features on that. And I really want to try one, but I know that my Sena won't work with audio. So I've spent a little time soldering and doing things, and I think I have a solution that might just work, but I won't be able to try it until I get my hands on a Hero 7. All right, fast forward a couple days, I picked up the GoPro Hero 7. I picked up the $50 mic adapter that they make you buy nowadays. I have my rig ready to go, ready to test tonight. So the purpose of today's flight is to determine two things. First off, how the video quality compares between the GoPro 4 and the 7. We're gonna have a perfect side-by-side comparison of the two cameras and a perfect side-by-side audio comparison. I'm gonna be recording audio through the Hero 4, just like I always used to do, through the Sena backpack. And then I have my mystery test setup going on for the Hero 7. I don't know if it's gonna work very well or not, but we'll find out. As you guys know, audio is a super important thing for the videos I do, so I really hope that the audio comes through well and you can hear my voice over the motor. That's the essential part of this whole equation. So we're gonna go up, we're gonna test these out. Weather conditions today are pretty horrible. We've been in a slump, haven't been able to fly for a little while, and the next few days look even worse. So tonight's my only opportunity. So it's not gonna be fun flying, but we probably experience a lot of turbulence, which should be good to test the hypersmooth, but we'll go up, we'll do some post analysis and see what we think.
Boom, we are on. I'm looking like a freaking doofus tonight with two cameras and a unicorn mount on my head. It's cool though. Look at that hyper smooth juiciness. All right, all systems go. Let's launch. Yep. Not too shabby. Now the one thing I noticed from my very initial first test is the hypersmooth is almost too good. It's very smooth, so that even like when you're hitting turbulence or launching where my head's bobbing around, you don't even tell that I'm like running. I just levitated off the ground there. Getting some freaky winds over here. Alright, getting deeper into the valley, farther away from that rotor. It's still windy up high, I'll tell you what.
All right, here we go. Let's make some observations after I've had the time to look at this footage in post. First off, I want to point out that these are not the best conditions to do a camera test. Like I said, it was my only real opportunity, so I had to work with what I've got. Second, I will point out both cameras are shooting in 1080, 60 frames per second super view, which is the widest angle possible, but here's the catch. GoPro basically has two different color type options. One is just called GoPro, that's their standard color. And then you have the option to go Pro Tune, which is like a flat color profile, and it allows you to change the colors in post. Now with my 4, I've always used standard GoPro color profile, but the newer cameras, the 7 in particular, I hate the standard GoPro color profile. The blacks are way too black and it just looks very unrealistic. So the difference here is that the GoPro 4 is in GoPro color mode. The GoPro 7 has the flat color profile, Pro Tune, with effects added. So I'll do a little flip-flop here to show you the colors I've added on the 7 in post so you get a good feel for that. But yeah, take those things into consideration. Let's go back to the video.
All right, pardon this interruption. I've just sighted a helium balloon. This doesn't always happen. It's only happened one other time, except for that other time. I got it! I took my right hand off the brake. We gotta go for a second round. Yes! Yeah, got it! In my right hand. And it matches my jacket. What's up? This guy has some drawings from a child on it. A heart, an X, a star, a little stick figure, another heart. That is some fine artwork. I've always waited for this moment, and it's finally come. I hope this bad boy has some helium left in it, because we are about to inhale that, and don't try this at home.
Does my voice sound weird?
Yeah, it did. I gotta get some more.
Does my voice sound funny?
It kind of works. I think the helium was about dead in this thing, though. Oh, that's funny. I've always wanted to do that. Dream come true. So here's a test for post. This is speaking through the GoPro Hero 7 at a normal tone. This is speaking through the GoPro Hero 4 at the same tone. See if those sounded any different. The microphones are right in front of my mouth. I'm really hoping that my audio solution is working well for the Hero 7. Here we are at idle. This is through the GoPro Hero 7, and this test is through the GoPro Hero 4. All right, now we're back at cruise. I'm gonna give it a full throttle climb and we'll talk. This is a test at full power on the GoPro Hero 7, and this is a test on the GoPro Hero 4 at full power.
All right, we're back for more analysis. First up, Hypersmooth. I honestly really like it. Normally, I don't like electronic image stabilization, which is basically what Hypersmooth is, but Hypersmooth does it differently. It takes away those little tiny jitters that you normally see, and you don't get the weird warping artifacts that normally come with electronic image stabilization. The only downside with the Hypersmooth is you can tell there's a tiny little crop factor going on. A few percent it crops in to do its work, which means, like I said, I like using Super View, which is the widest angle possible. You're not getting that entire wide angle. I'm okay with it though. Second, I know people will be like, why aren't you using 4K? Honestly, I've tried 4K a lot of times in the past, and I always run into the same problems. The cameras overheat faster, they run out batteries faster, they fill up memory cards faster, and the processing takes longer. And by the time I get it on YouTube, nobody has any great reactions to it. Nobody's like, oh my God, 4K, this is amazing. You know what I mean? No one really notices. So I always stick to 1080-60. That's just my go-to, and I think that's what I'm going to stick to with this new camera. Final thought, audio. The difference in the audio between my 4 through the Cena and the 7 through the mic adapter. Very little difference. I'm really happy with it. Well, let's get back to the video.
All right, we're ready for another camera test, question mark? I got a piece of mail in a previous video about my motorcycle wreck. I told you guys I got a P.O. box, 225 Asbury, New Jersey, 08802. You can send me stuff if you want. I can't always guarantee that they'll be open on video, but this one specifically said to open on video. From Travis, he said, open while flying safely. It's all relative, right? Hope I don't lose anything. Travis says, hi Tucker, I've always enjoyed flying in small planes, and every second they've let me behind the controls has been like a dream come true. Since you tipped me off to the entire sport of paramotoring, I've been thinking about diving in. Being my wife and I have 4 kids and our 5th is on the way, she's nervous about any type of flying as a hobby. Can you do a few more vlogs on the safety series? Your fan from Minnesota, Travis Johansen? Oh yeah, it's Johansen, not Johnson. Thanks for your note, Travis. I appreciate you tuning in, and congratulations on number 5 on the way. You can tell your wife that I said paramotoring is one of the safest forms of aviation / powered flight, so she should let you do it. Just be careful, always be safety conscious, keep a check on everything, and you'll be good. On the topic of safety series videos, that's a good question, or request rather, and I will ask you guys if you have any suggestions on safety series videos. Drop them down in the comments. Alright, so I just had a weird experience. Long story short, a little pointy jet skirted on by. He wasn't close enough to take evasive action, but he was close enough that it was like a holy shit kind of thing. I decided I'm going to pull that clip and make it into its own video, so you guys will have to stay tuned for that. That'll probably be out in the next episode, so hit subscribe if you're not subscribed yet. Close encounter with small pointy jet. Alright my friends, I'm just going to do some wing overs and maybe a barrel roll and drop a little altitude, and then I think we'll come in for a landing. It's just so cold. Alright, going to the right, dropping her down. Nice big wing over to the left. Nice big wing over to the right. We'll do a barrel roll to the left. Nice and smooth. My hands are so freaking cold, yo. Hopefully I don't biff it in front of all these kids. Shout out to the dude, the young man, who was like, are you Tanner Gott? I'm like, you're close, buddy. And he was like, oh my god, you're that guy with that flying thingy. That was a wonky ass shit approach. Just make it look like you know what you're doing.
Alright, you guys have obviously already seen the footage, but for entertainment's sake, I'm gonna go ahead and play it off of my phone from the GoPro app. See what I think of the audio. I'm nervous. I want it to work so bad.
It's almost too good. It's very, very smooth, so that even like when you're hitting turbulence or you don't even tell that I'm like running. I just levitated off the ground there. Yes! In my right hand, and it matches my jacket. What's up?
Yes! I didn't know if that was gonna work. For the longest time, I always expected that the Cena was doing some sort of magic with audio noise reduction modes or whatever. My microphone, on the other hand, doesn't go through the Cena. It's just a wired microphone plugged into the GoPro audio adapter into the camera. No magic, no science, just the microphone, and it worked prime. So I'm really happy with that. I will probably do more follow-ups on the Hero 7. Please comment down below like your opinion on the Hero 7 footage. the audio, if there's any quirks or things you guys don't like, because for me, it's really important to have that setup dialed in, and I wanna have the best, most beautiful picture. That's why I took the step to go to the Hero 7, and so far, I'm really liking it, I'm impressed by it, but your guys' opinion matters too, so I wanna hear what you guys think. I think it's gonna be my go-to from now on. So with that said, make sure you tune in to the next episode, which, as I mentioned, will be that crazy flyby from that freaking jet. That was a little scary. Visit the website, check out our merch, check out our FAQs. Your guys' support means a whole lot to me, keeping everything running. And we will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.